Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and to the newly renovated Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's third and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Ryan Quigley, 5th-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's Martin. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. From the gun, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ready. My 25.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, these Tampa Bay Buccaneers, last year, Dirk Cutter's first year, finishing 9-7. Now, that was their first winning season since 2010, but still not enough to get them in the playoffs. They've missed those 9 straight seasons. And, in fact, their last playoff win, gosh, that was way back in Super Bowl 37.
But for Buccaneer fans and the team, optimism is really high.
Yeah.
They felt like they played well down the stretch. They feel like they can play against some of the big boys in the league now. Defensively, they've got to get better and continue to do so. I like the pick of Justin Evans, the safety out of Texas A&M. He brings a hitter's mentality to that part of the field, and then you flip it over to offense. It's one thing to say that you believe in Jameis Winston. There's another thing to show him by giving him O.J. Howard, a tight end out of Alabama, and Chris Godwin, a wide receiver out of Penn State in the first 3 rounds.
Again, it's Martin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
22, eyes on 22.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A second down throw for Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. William Hayes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is knocked down from the side at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. On 1st and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Ready? Blue waiting. We got 4 down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Ready? Blue waiting. Check that.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On first down, Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
First down, Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics, but in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Braid had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores.
Check three.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Watch left. Let's go now. Blue lady. White. Check four. White for the back.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And this one's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. Third down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bucks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Jameis to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Still going. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Not that we necessarily see this as being in the cards, but worth noting that 21 points would equal their franchise record for largest deficit overcome. Certainly plenty of work to do between now and then. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it again with Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Winston from the gun on third down. He's got Evans. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Blue lady.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Hey. We got 4.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Easy. Hey, 50. Flip it. Ready.
Back to the ground, Martin. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Bucs last year just 8 rushing touchdowns, tied for 2nd fewest in the NFL. They've got it 1st and goal now. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Easy. Check. Lucky.
Winston. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Ready.
3rd and goal, Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. You got to figure if they want to have success this year, the more they can put the football in his hands, the better, coming off a Pro Bowl campaign.
And that Pro Bowl campaign does more than just get him notoriety. It also plants an idea in the minds of guys trying to defend him that he's really pretty good, and sometimes gives you a little bit of extra room, a little bit of extra deference, and he's taking advantage of it.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. These Dolphins last year, Charles, won 9 of their last 11 coming down the stretch before the playoff loss to Pittsburgh. Finished 10-6. That was their first postseason trip since 2008. But this once-proud franchise has not won a playoff game since the 2000 season.
And I expect that to change in 2017 because the groundwork they laid in 2016 with a brand-new head coach in Adam Gase and a brand-new attitude and a lot more tough.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Noah Spence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Tight end right. Let's go.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long. It's Tannehill. And he's got his man. That's Landry. They convert on third with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins by. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ready. White 20. Easy.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ready. Blue lady.
From the gun, Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Jameis now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go now.
Here's Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run here with Sims. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Focus, defense, focus. Sonic! Watch out.
The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
At After the interception, here's Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, it's Drake. And some space here. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Strong left, strong left.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah,
and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Julius Thomas, his first touchdown as a Miami Dolphin. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go, G. Ready. Blue lady. 52. Flip it. There you are.
First down, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They are in the 4th and Buffalo. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Tight end right.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Here we go. Winning! We got four. Go. Zip.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
We got 3, let's go. 3 down.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Double tight. Here we go. Four down.
Counter play, Drake. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Drake. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A good pickup there, 22. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Evans has it left side. He got 29 yards that time. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
For young quarterbacks, having that primary target's a big deal, and Mike Evans serves as that for Jameis Winston. Evans led the league in targets in 2016.
And went after him a ton. He also was 6th in catches, 4th in yards, and tied for 2nd in touchdowns.
And played in his first Pro Bowl.
Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Cordray Tankersley. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight ends left.
Right back to Drake. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. This run defense was a weakness last year toward the bottom of the league, and early returns not good here this year.
And that's too bad because you and I both know that when you have something that's a weakness from your team the year before, you spend a lot of time out in the offseason, whether it's personnel, adjustments in scheme, all of those things. So that's got to be disheartening to start off the season this way.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. A win would be their second on the young season. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.